We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, we're going to be discussing a sequel that no one really expected to a film that, again, no one had expected. But I'm willing and I'm open to see what Todd Phillips has up his sleeves in Joker, Folie. Following the chaotic events of the first Joker, Arthur Fleck is now locked away in a maximum security prison waiting for his trial to come due. But during his stint behind bars, he meets Leigh, a fellow inmate with whom the two share an instant connection. Leigh is eager for Arthur to let the Joker run free once again, and as his trial approaches, that psychotic clown may just be about to re-emerge. As I alluded to in my intro, no one had any expectations for Joker. The Joker was a comic book character whose origins were deliberately ambiguous. Falling in a vat of toxic chemicals, driven insane. For many fans, myself included, the mystery surrounding the Joker was what made that character so compelling. And even with the pedigree of someone like Joaquin Phoenix in the lead role, I still thought to myself, well, it's directed by the guy who made the Hangover trilogy. Oh god. And in actual fact, it wound up being one of my favourite movies of 2019. Joker was brilliant, presenting a completely alternative and grounded take on the character. It ran with the one bad day notion and suggested, what if it wasn't toxic chemicals that could turn a man into the Joker, but mental illness and a failing society? And it worked. Not only that, but with the surge of his popularity amongst Gotham and the unrest, you could also buy into how he could amass such a lethal following. I absolutely adore that movie. So here we are, 5 years on, and I'm going into the cinema hoping that lightning can strike twice. And does it? No! Being entirely truthful, I am at a loss for words as to what happened with this sequel. Even a couple of days removed from seeing this film, I'm still trying to piece together as to whether this was some elaborate joke or not. Joker Folie continues on from the conclusion of its predecessor and then spends the next 140 minutes attempting to undo the significance of the first film. Whilst I can clearly see that Phillips is significantly more interested in telling Arthur's story than he is the story of the Joker, the moniker of Joker is treated superfluously and almost with disdain. If you want to tell a story about a very fragile-minded man who is pushed over the edge and struggles with his grasp on reality, go and tell that story. But I don't know why you have to bait the audience into thinking that this is also a Joker movie. It's not. I'd go so far as to say that it is borderline embarrassed to be in any way connected to the source material and the first film, which I don't understand why. Todd Phillips really struck a perfect balance in that first Joker film of the comic book associations, but also its deep, dark and bleak tone. With the sequel, it couldn't be less interested if it tried. And then there's the decision to splice musical numbers into the film. Yes, folks, the marketing may have led you to believe one way, but Joker Folie is a musical. Why? I don't know. The musical numbers are purposefully assembled that it is meant to be a figment of Arthur's imagination. He's losing his grasp on what is real and what is just this made-up scenario in his head. That's fine. That's all well and good. And that point is made literally like 2 songs in. So when they start to break into giant song and dance numbers, and the Joker is tap dancing, and Harley's dual wielding the keyboards. The purpose is now lost, and I completely understand why I saw approximately 10 to 15 people walk out of my screening. Whenever those songs kick in, we lose any momentum that the story was having up until that point. I think Phillips may have been wanting to experiment with the storytelling, but there is no purpose to any of the songs. The songs themselves are mostly covers, and unmemorable ones at that. Joaquin Phoenix, he still turns in a very strong performance. His physicality as Arthur is transformative, as his worsening emotional state. And the glimpses where we do see his Joker rise to the surface, that is when the movie begins to hit a stronger stride. There's a sequence in which Joker controls his defense in the trial, and that was the best scene of the entire film. Why, you might ask, did they not choose to kind of carry on in that similar vein? I don't know. For any Lady Gaga fans out there hoping that at least the film is jolted by an amazing dynamite performance as Harley Quinn, keep hoping. I'm fairly confident that the only reason she was hired is that Lady Gaga can hold a tune. And I don't mean that to be a dig at Lady Gaga. She's a remarkable actress, and if given the opportunity, has the makings of a terrific Harley Quinn. The problem is that her character only exists to fawn over Arthur and sing to him. There's no greater explanation of who she is or any of her nefarious business plans. It's such a shameful waste of Gaga's talents and also the potential of a Harley Quinn-esque character in this world. I can, however, confidently praise two aspects of Joker Folie Deux, and starting off is the cinematography. Lawrence sure knows how to frame the hell out of a picture. The use of colours and shadows, it means so much into understanding Arthur's state of mind as this world, be it real or fictitious, envelops around him. And whilst they may feel unnecessary, those musical sequences are shot incredibly well. And secondly, Hilda Guðnadóttir, I'm really sorry if I have butchered that pronunciation, but she returns to score the film, and it has that same brooding, atmospheric tone that permeates its way all throughout the film. It's fantastic. Why? That really is the only response I have to Joker Folie Deux. Why did it have to be a musical? Why did you limit Lady Gaga to only sing? Why is her character barely explored? Why is there no greater focus on Arthur wrestling with his identity? Why does the film itself want to detract away from the events of the first and retroactively diminish them? Why was this film made? I am so disappointed. So I'm going to give Joker Folie Deux a 3.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, those were my thoughts on Joker Folie Deux. Let me know, have you had a chance to see the film yet? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And my question to you, I would like to know, what do you think is the worst sequel to a classic, critically acclaimed film? But that is all the time we have for today, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.